Hello there, welcome back. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, so it's time for our one-day special launch, and it's a StudioLight one.
It is, and I'm with you, hooray!
Yay! Yeah, and we've got a fabulous deal. In fact, we've got 2 one-day specials, which we will be talking you through in the next few moments. But we've even got a bigger bundle, which incorporates both of those one-day specials. So you might want to hold on just for a minute or so, and we will show you everything that you're going to get within that bundle. Yeah. But 2 choices.
Yeah, I'm really lucky because it's getting to the point now where we know what we're getting with StudioLight, sort of. So we know we're going to have to make 2 bundles because it's popular. And this is about Angela has had a big part of this. So Angela, the designer, and she's a fantastic person.
Now this is the first of the 2 one-day specials. So this one is called Butterflies? By any chance?
Might be, yeah, slight clue there.
It was a bit. Now you get loads within here.
Yeah, you get the dies and you get quite a bullet feel, journal feel to it. Okay. But there again, you've got some wonderful stamps to make, like classic cards with, or quite contemporary things. So yeah, it sort of unfolds as the night goes on. I
like this as well because you've got open areas with these, which are perfect if you're stamping onto inky mop-ups, but equally so if you want to colour in.
And those little heart stamps, they're, to me, as we all know, we have our worker stamps and they are so clever. I made a couple of cards with them, with them on their own.
Like that. Brilliant. Nice little sentiments that are obviously keeping with the theme there. As you can see there, Fly With Me, where you've got the little butterflies feature in there as well. Now the die down at the front, in the middle, this rectangular one, this looks a bit interesting. What's this?
It is, because you've got the outer edge.
Okay.
Shall we say a frame, and it's got like the dotted line stitched.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the interior dies to go with it. So it cuts the whole thing, and then you can cut the layers out of the inside to make a matte layer.
If you struggle with your composition, that's perfect, isn't it? That's taking it right by the hand and leading you through it.
And you can have it either way.
Portrait, landscape.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really clever little die, that.
Now this is a funny little one as well. We've got this here with all these little rectangles. What's this?
Right, to me this is perfect for your day. You know when you go onto all your programming on the computer and you get your grid formations.
Like a nice little spreadsheet. Yeah. I do like a spreadsheet.
But this is so that you can put it in your bullet journals or your journaling, and you can make your own timetables, you can make your own days up.
So it could be that you're setting yourself little goals for the day and ticking them off as they happen.
Yeah, or you can make like little chores that you've got to do, or spelling, prompts, all those things, you could do it for art. And then, I have lost these so many times, I've got them on little clips now. Those little clips there.
Oh, by the side of the little one that we were just talking about. Yeah, they're little itty bitty ones.
Yeah, they are superb. So I've got them on magnets now because the amount of times I've dropped them and picked them up, and dropped them and picked them up.
Yeah, they
are really
cool,
clever. They are really clever.
Okay, lovely. And then of course you've got that larger. I was going to say it's kind of a hexagon, but it's kind of stretched out, elongated.
Yeah, it is. And it's got the outside cutting edge, and then the inner die, which has got the dotted line, and again with the diamond as well.
Lovely. Now that one is your first one-day special. You've got an £18 saving with that one, bringing it down to £32.99. That £18 saving, now hang on to it for a few moments, because when we come to tell you about the complete bundle, which is at the bottom of the screen, you are still getting that £18 saving and some as well. And we've also been finding lots of you have been jumping ahead and having a look on the website. So that is your first of your one-day specials, which is your butterfly option. But the second option is your mandala, and you can see here again, lovely selection and quite a quirky look to this one, because we've got different style dies with these as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got the big die at the top in the middle.
Yeah, that's quite a large die.
It makes a folded flower.
Oh, I see.
And I managed to get a little bit of time, and I've cut out the each petal for you. So you can have it in a cut-out petal if you want. You can have it as a full a full petal flower if you want. But the added close, and it's sort of like you go clockwise and and it just folds over each one. They're great for favours, these.
Oh, I
nice
see.
little boxes for that, and each time you can put and some of the other dies make the flowers. So you can put a little flower on there, and it just sort of pops
together
in.
somehow like that. I've not done it right, but yeah, they're locked together like that.
Locked together inside.
More or less like that, as you can see, like that. pretty. I love that lacy detail
It's
that you've got
and
there.
you can use that on its own to put into your cards, envelopes, anything like that. It's quite a nice little feature.
Again, we've kind of got more of those interfolding elements that we've got here. I'm going to turn the packaging round actually, because some really nice design aspects on the back there, kind of explaining it how you use them.
Step by step, you can see how each die unfolds or folds, so to speak.
They make lovely little flowers,
They do.
don't they?
And we was looking, I made one and I was looking at it and I was thinking, do you know what, I like the back side of it as well as the front side. So yeah, really simple to make. 2 sizes of the big one of the smaller one. You can actually pop them on top of each other or use them singly, but they are nice. Nice little finishing touches.
Now, in this particular one-day special, you're getting 8 stamps and 16 dies, so there's a lot of dies. I love this kind of sketchy doodly look to these.
That mandala, I have used and used and used that stamp, and it's got a like the Pico edging at the edge. It's got a great little stamp at the top that makes great lines and sort of frames around your work, so that really works. But also works again, it goes, you know, to the die that we've got. We're showing you, I've used these leaves so many times with the die cuts.
So do they fit one on top of the other? Okay.
Not that I've found, but
they complement each other.
Very much so, very much so. They work.
Love that.
But I love the lacy mandala that we'll come to. Now, some of them dies, they some of the flowers open 3-dimensionally as well, so they've got, you know, they're not just flat pieces.
Oh, look at those as the hour progresses. We are busy for these though. 2 one-day specials, 2 separate savings of £18 if you are going for both of those. But bear in mind, we have got that complete collection, which will include both of the one-day specials we've just been sharing with you. But hold fire, because there is more to add into this bumper bundle before we give you the final details. But for your one-day specials, we need to do the housekeeping. Details are there, 100969 if you're wanting either of those 2 options. But then the bigger bundle, you are going to get additional pieces. So 2 £18 savings, we're going to take those with us, and we have a look at some fabulous papers that are included in the complete bundle. Love the colour tones that we've got in here.
These are great, vibrant. I call them juicy colours.
Yes.
But actually, you know, you think about it, that the yellow's not so bright that it's in your face.
It's not a garish yellow, is it?
It's got an edge to it, and it's a cooler yellow, and these are the colours that work great with your neutrals. Not only your pinks and greens, but your neutrals and your greys. They go really well with your buff colours and your greys as well.
They are all double-sided as well. I'll just flip those over just as you can see those there. So each one of those, whether it's the A4 or whether it's a 12 by 12, double-sided. But you have also got your little pad, which is included. You've got, I think it's 3 or 4 repeats of the papers that are laid out in the front there. So you've got things like your chevrons, all very in keeping with the design and the style that you've got with these. Look at those, nice tones those are.
Yeah, and with them running, you know, along with the 12 by 12s and the A4s, you've got like different sizes as well, so it's very in keeping with each other then.
£9.99, that's going to get to you the 12 by 12s, the A4s, as well as the 6 by 6s that you've got there as well. So 887779. Guess what? It's included within that bumper bundle, and that's a £3 saving will be carried across as well, as will be the case with the next one. Very much more a kind of green tone with this one.
Yeah, we've gone for like the tealy green colours now, and again, the lemon yellow really fits in with these colours. So they've really thought about colour schemes, as they always do. They're very good at that.
They know what they're doing, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do. They do.
Again, double-sided as you can see there. So some really pretty colour tones there. And again, within your 6 by 6, you are getting all those different papers that feature within there as well. Things like your wood effect, as you can see there. You've also got the petals and geometrics all featuring within there. Nice. Oh, that's nice. I like that one.
Some of these work really well with your bulletin journals as well, because you get that graphic design like that. But they actually look quite well with stitching things. I've been doing a couple of samples using the sewing machine, and it really lends itself to that.
Like those. Again, you are going to get those included. You can see there, £3 saving again, £9.99 being your price. So again, you're going to get all of those. Again, you are going to be carrying that £3 saving that we've just mentioned there across to the complete bundle. I'll give you the details of that in just a few moments. Just one more element to tell you about, and that's this little pad that we've got here. Now, it's your die cut pad. So your die cut pad, you've got multiple pages. So that's the front cover there. I've got the pad here. And you're also getting washi tape with this.
All the washi tape matches the same colours and the same, not logos, but designs. But you get 2 pages of each in here now. So, yeah, and they run along the colours as well. And you've got the greens and the pinks that match with the neutrals, and you know, you've got something for quite a few different occasions here.
You've got weddings in there, babies as well.
Yeah, we've got, you know, and just like everyday work a day sort of ideas in there, quick cards as well.
Yeah, definitely. All die cut, so you don't need to worry about your scissors with regards to those. And as you see there, 2 pages for each one of those that we're looking at there. £9.99 again, a brilliant price for this one with the £2 saving, bringing it down. Now I will mention to you, which I've not mentioned yet, extended delivery on everything, as we always know. We're looking at the 13th of March with regards to this one, and StudioLight, because they're overseas, we've got the extended delivery. But of course, what we have got here is a complete collection for you. So we're going from the washi tape right the way through, right the way down to the other one-day special there. So with regards to this one, I mean, you're getting everything there. So you've got your £18 saving on each one of those one-day specials. What's that, £36? Then you've got £3 savings, so the £6, so that's £38, £42, and then you've got your saving on that final bundle there. So in total, that saving that you're getting across everything is £49 saving. But you've got 3 flexi buys on this one, and it gets even better if you are a Freedom member, because you've got an additional saving on this one, which I can't tell you about because they're taking all the monitors over there, but it's a bigger saving, and you've got your smaller flexi buy on this. So there you go, you can see there, £80 and 96 pence is your price on this one. So you have got an additional £14 and 99 pence saving with regards to this one if you are going for it. So again, £80 and 96 pence, spread that cost over 3 payments if you so choose. So do add that one into your basket. We're walking back again because there's something that we forgot to tell you about there. So there you go, you can make collection there. Saves us putting the heating on just because we were moving backwards and forwards. It keeps us warm.
Break it out in a sweat, isn't it?
554 414 if you're wanting to get hold of this. Lots of you taking advantage of that. I don't blame you. If you were thinking about your one-day special, you can see there £26.99 is your first payment if you're a Freedom member, and you're taking that 3 payment option, which is less than the one-day specials, so it makes sense. And already 10% of the complete bundle has gone, so there you go. Busy hour. Always is StudioLight, isn't it? Now we've got some additional dies. These would lend themselves perfectly alongside the one-day special.
Well, some people might have these, but these are absolutely, to me, people, if you've missed them already, they just make a perfect match, like you said. Just work so well with these. Bullet journals, but also for your matting and layering, for your shapes.
You can see they're £9.99. You're getting both of those dies with £3 saving there. They are definitely ones to go for, and I know they were popular the first time we brought these to it. 026375, and as you heard Lou say, you may well have missed them the last time round, so why not take advantage of them now and pop them into your basket. Another little pairing, definitely worth adding in, at these two here. I love the shapes of these ones. Again, brilliant value for money. You've got multiple layers, including a little kind of stitch line detail with these. And again, £9.99, very affordable though.
Yeah, these work alongside, as you said, the stitch line works with the others that we've got.
Yeah.
They always have the layer and then the stitch lined element within the next layer. So yeah, very much so.
£9.99. Bargain. 4 dies in total there, as you can see. 94147 It works out about £3.33 if you're adding it in alongside your complete bundle. So it makes sense, doesn't it, to add those in? And everything, needless to say, is on the website. Have a little jump on there. We're going to head down to the demo area. We will meet you there, but have a peruse. Have a little look on the website. There's loads there. Fabulous reviews from like-minded crafters, but that is the bundle that you're all going for. £89.99 if you're wanting to go for those. Now, the saving that you're getting on that complete bundle, you're getting an additional, was it £14 saving for being a Freedom member? So it's a why not deal, because your actual membership, to take it out today, if you're not a Freedom member already, it's just £6.97. But instantly you will be saving, not only getting that additional saving on the complete bundle, you won't have to pay your post and packing either, and you won't have to for the next calendar month. So why not add that to your basket at the same time? Could treat yourself to some of those tickets as well for the NEC. We'll be heading off there in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, I want to go to that.
I'll be around it before we know it.
I know, it's you think, oh, it's ages away, and it's not. It suddenly is. Well, I got this the other day, and I didn't really have time to do much, but I have been playing, and what I wanted to do was prep for the actual show. So as you can see, I've got little bags and everything. I didn't want to have it all out on the front because I know how messy I am, and I thought I'm just not going to work like that. So
Okay.
I thought what I'd do is, first of all, I'm just going to work with one element just to show you how versatile it is. And I'm going to start, might as well, with my favourite.
Oh, the mandala stamp.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I love them all, but that one, to me, is just so versatile.
Okay.
And what I've got then is I decided to get some of the die cuts. So I got some of the extra die cuts we had on the show. Because I
Lovely.
just thought, just a really simple classic card that then I can change. I can put this stamp with this, I can put all these die cuts on it. But first of all, a really quick card. And then all these elements here. So that's to show you what the die
That's
cut
nice, I like that.
absolutely cuts
That's brilliant because you can
brilliantly.
be stamping a little sentiment in any of
Perfectly.
those, or if you've got a larger image or just paper piece in.
And don't forget, you get all the bits that cuts out,
Yeah.
plus the layers.
Yeah.
So I will show you in detail, but yeah, I'll show you all the little bits and bobs.
Oh, that's nice, and that's the other one in
Yeah,
there.
the little die. So anyway, rather than me mess around with that, I just wanted to get straight into it and a little
Okay.
bag of this. So what I've got is some craft card, because I was thinking, what do I like to do? Well, the first thing I like to do is get to know the stamps.
Okay.
And by getting to know the stamps, I sort of think, as I'm working, I get the idea, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could
Go
do
with
that.
the kind
Yeah.
of the journey it takes you on.
Absolutely. And with this craft card, I'm thinking very much of, you call it sort of watermarking, but I thought I'd get the antique linen. Now, you'll only get a little bit of a sort of colour on it, you won't get a lot.
Okay.
But it's just to give you an idea of how you can build it up. So it's more of a greeny colour. Now, there are, the other one is, I can't remember the other one, but pumice stone, and the other one that
Yeah.
gives you slightly different. So just to show you that this gives it a bit more of a, just an
Nice
edge to
size
the colour.
stamp.
Yeah, it is, it's brilliant. Now, it should just fit over all of it. You can just see
Nice.
how gentle that is.
Yeah, it's just like a little hint of.
You don't
yeah.
want a lot because I'm building colour up, so just leave that as it is.
Okay.
I've got a piece of craft card and I'm just going to really, this is way too big, but I'm not worried about cutting this. I just want to get the card sort of along. I want to get going with it actually, just so people can do. Now I am tearing this because I'm going to tear all the edges, but you can cut it on your guillotine. So what I'm going to do is just fold this in half. If you've got
Okay.
them folding, all singing, all dancing things, you can use them as well. So this colour is slightly different to this.
Yeah.
So you can see there's just a little bit of tonal difference, but it's only because,
Oh gosh, yeah, you wouldn't think it'd make that much difference.
yeah, it's
but
only
it
the
has,
different, but it's different card,
Yeah.
different side. So all I'm going to do now is do the same. So I'm going to get the stamp, but this time I'm not changing the colour with this one. I was going to, but I'll keep it. And I'm just going to do a really random. Now it's hard to do random because what happens, people tend to start in the middle. So don't start in the middle. Start onto one side, and then you sort of fit the pattern in.
Tessellate it in.
Yeah.
That's a good idea because yeah, naturally you would go for the middle, and that makes it a bit tricky then. Yeah.
Well, all we tend to do is then go out in a spat that
Yeah.
way, and you end up with regimented.
Yeah.
So this way you're having to, and I like the way, oh, just a little tip, I'm using a big block, and there is a reason for this. You can use your, I've got my platform there, but I'm using this because my hands are quite sore at the moment and I'm finding it hard to grip, so I can have this down there
Okay.
and then just do that. So, and this allows me to sort of see where I'm going. And
Oh,
again,
I love this.
it's a really
Yeah.
soft colour, and it's not overpowering. But what it means is I could build up colours with this.
We are very busy, folks. You can see the details at the bottom of the screen there, and obviously on our ticker at the bottom there, telling you everything that you are getting in that complete collection. The moment that is way above the one-day special. Lots of you placing your orders for your one-day specials that way because you're getting both of those one-day specials. So it is flying out. But yeah, if you're wanting the complete collection, the details are there. You're going to get everything. So you get both of those one-day specials, which we've got closest to me, but then you're going to get your 12 by 12s, your A4s, as well as those two 6x6 paper pads and the die cut elements, as well as the washi tape as well. So it really is a bumper bundle. And the saving that you've got for that, if you're a Freedom member, is even greater. And you've got your 3 flexi buys with the details on your screen. Each one of the one-day specials, if you just go for the one-day special, you can see the details on your screen there, £32.99. So 2 of those together, you're looking at what, £66 there or thereabouts. So for an extra £20, you're getting all those fabulous papers and the die cut elements and everything else that goes with them. So it does make sense.
It does. I want to just show you that I'm going to get another piece of card. I'll use it on the back of this. No one will know. It's only me and you here.
Okay.
Only me and you. Right, but if you wanted to, you can actually, just to show you the difference in colour. The other one I used was antique linen, and this one is, let me get it right, old paper. And just to show you that there is a difference, and you wouldn't really think, can you see the difference? Even on there, you've got a greenier version.
Yes, you have, yeah.
And a brownier version. So even those 2, that we tend to stay away from these 2, because they are very light, they make a huge impact on these cards here. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the 2 ready.
Okay.
Really simple, really simple cards. And I'm going to use the same colour, but I'm going to use it on black.
Okay.
But the thing is, hopefully, if I'm fast enough, right, it should work. Should work.
Have you embossed them?
As an embossing one.
Do you need some paper to put it onto?
I'll use it. There's a bit there.
You got some.
There we go. Okay. Right. Now, you might not see much of this, so you only want the edges, but I'm just going to do, you could do either or actually. I might change it and put it on black. So quickly as it is, and I might need to do the extra bit, because it's an embossing ink, it really shouldn't be distressing like this. So I'll just put a little blob on the edge there. So all I'm going to do there is just a little bit there. But really, distress inks aren't really meant to do this. But if you catch it early enough, you can get a little bit of this. Now,
one-day specials, incidentally, the 2 different options are neck and neck with regards to choices. So if you are going for those, you've got your butterflies or your mandala. Of course, we're working with the mandala at the moment with that big hero stamp, as you can see in the bottom corner there on your screens. So yeah, if you're wanting to go for that one, that is your mandala option, but then you have got the butterflies as well. But don't forget, if you like the look of both of them and you can't decide between the 2, do consider the complete bundle, because you will get both of those, plus all the additional elements that are working with those. So you can see there all those fabulous papers. I never know where to look when we're doing one of those long shots. But you've got your 12x12s there, you've got your 6x6s, and of course you've got your A4 die cut elements, as well as your washi tape. And of course everything coordinates. Elements that you see within those papers as well, Lou, they're echoed within the die cuts and the stamps, so you can kind of extend the usability of it as well.
And you'll see this mandala available on the papers, printed on the papers as well. I just wanted to show you that if you want to use your embossing powders with some of your inks, you can do if you're fast enough. So this is just to give it a little bit of an edge. Now, you might only see like tiny bits, but that is all I want.
So would that act as a resist now as well?
Yes,
so,
it would do. Yeah. It would do. But I want to show you something else as well. I'm going to use the same stamp. Now, you'll think, well, what's the point of that? It's just like catching light, actually.
It's just giving it a different twist, isn't it? And building up the interest and the kind of the textures of it, I suppose.
Absolutely. And what we can do is we can keep that there and go back into it with another piece. But I just want to show you how this stamp looks. We're using a distress oxide and another light one. Now this is Tattered Rose. Now this is infamous for being really light, isn't it?
It's almost like a chalky finish, really.
Absolutely. And you get a lovely, and I'll do it again with the, I'll use this bit. I'll use the paper we've just...
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right.
Darling, I didn't realise you hadn't finished.
And I'll just show you that you can get a wonderful... I'm not trying to be too neat, you know I don't do neat with my stamping, but I just wanted to give you that overall effect of it being, oh, thank you very much. Okay. She's hurt her finger and all, how good is she doing it to me? Even though it's the embossing, distress ink and distress oxide, like I say, it still has a really good effect when you're embossing it.
Ready, that's the key thing.
Yeah, it is.
So don't start and then suddenly think, oh, I know what I'll do. Have all your powders, have all your ink pads there ready to go.
I love this one because it's got 2 heats, and I was like,
yeah, you did a wow show earlier on.
Well, I was so lucky because I went up to buy one, and he says, oh, you can have our show one. I was like, no, I'll buy it. But in the end, they bent my arm backwards and they gave me this one.
It is a nice machine.
And
yeah,
I thought,
tool.
I didn't want to sort of come across as like, oh, I'll have that, but I was just like, I'm going to try it. And
he knows you'll put it through his paces. So,
I was really, really surprised because it did come over. I was like really, really surprised at how strong it was in such a short time.
That's a pearl look, man.
Well, that is so right, because I hadn't noticed at first, but when I started to look at it, I'd got this colour of the pink coming through, but then the clear embossing powder had given it that look. So we've got lots of variations here. Here's a quick card. I'm just going to do this now. I'm just going to get a little bit. Now, you can use whatever inks you've got, or, well, I've done it again, miss. I've done it again, haven't I?
What have you lost?
Me bit of embossing foam. I've done it again. Do you know what? I'm never ever going to be organised in my life. Right, I've got a new bit. I
see, right.
I think somebody's just saying, no,
wasn't
you
sure
need.
What I was looking for.
No, I wasn't either. What I was looking for. I just want to show you that if anybody's ever done the glycerin technique,
okay, yeah,
this works the same way. So I'm using the old paper again. You can use the antique linen. I'm just going to do this. So a tiny bit, and it's got a greeny tinge to it, and I'm just going to do the edge, just to give it that nice. Because it's craft card, you won't have the same. I mean, if I was to show you on a piece
it's quite
of
a
white,
porous card, isn't it? Kind of soaks up the ink, which is where the glycerin can come in useful with it.
When if I show you this colour on white, you'll see there's a big difference between that and there. So, you know, depending on, you might want to use a different one, but I really love this on brown craft card. So, and I actually got the sewing machine out before.
Okay.
And I was stitching all the cards together, and it just worked so well, because the lines on this look like stitching. The lines on some of the other stamps look like stitching, so it just really worked together. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put these back together, and then, so craft card, and it's tiny elements that you think, I can't see that in the back.
Interest,
But then what I would suggest you do is, I'm a great believer in getting your die cutting machines and just cutting everything. And you just sort of think, right, well, okay, I'm going to get all the colours.
Now notice kind of that the peaches and the yellows, do they come from the paper pads?
All this is just brown, black, or the paper pads. No other things in here apart from that one, and that was a rogue one. But even to show you that the yellows go with it, the pinks go really well with it. So that's what I mean about really utilising something. We can go with that.
Tonally correct.
Or do that. Go with that. But what I will do before, I just like the idea of having it all ready. And once you've got it all ready, you're not, half the time I won't make a card if I have to faff about. You know, getting all the stuff together, I just think, oh, I can't be bothered doing that. So if I've got all ready done, then I'm happy, then I'll do it. Now, I'm just going to go once. You can do this before you actually make your die cut.
Okay.
So you can stamp out your papers and do this. Now you can just see it. I can go again if I want.
Yeah.
Just about see it.
It's just as you look at it closer, isn't it? It's kind of, it's there, but it's not in your face. Does that make sense?
And what I am going
to... It makes it tonally correct as well. There you go. You can see it even more so now.
And what I am going to do is just, whilst it's... I'm just going to do the same technique. And then what I'm hoping that you get is, because it's cream, it's not white, so it won't be as brash as the white, but hopefully, oh, you're a star, thank you. Hopefully, we'll get that lovely, like, embossed glossy finish.
And sometimes that kind of shows off the colour even more,
Absolutely.
so it kind of magnifies it. We're now working with one of the dies from the butterfly option of your one-day special, because you've got your butterflies and you've got your mandala. So the stamps come from the mandala one, the butterfly, a gorgeous size die, I have to say, with this one, really nice one. It's come from that particular one-day special. Each of your one-day specials, you are saving £18. So it's definitely a consideration to go for both of them. But if you were considering going for both of them, why not spread the cost over 3 payments and go for the complete collection? Because you'll actually be paying less than you would do for one of your one-day specials today. Got 2 further payments that will be going out of your account in a month and 2 months' time. but it makes it a why not deal, because you can see there you've got a £14.99 saving. That's on top of all the savings we spoke of earlier. So it works out as, what was the total saving with it as a Freedom member? £58 if you are a Freedom member,
really
so that's a huge saving. And everything works well together, so you can be able to maximise the uses.
Well, I mean, I know this is quite a repetitive little demonstration, but it's just to show you how simple little techniques and simple sort of products, well, not simple, that's wrong, but reduced amount, how you can just keep doing the same thing. You get used to doing it yourself, don't you? And I keep putting it in myself. So all I've done is here, you can see I've just a tiny bit. I don't want it all over, and it will only catch areas. If you can just see, there's a little bit.
Just like a little bit of interest.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that will just carry. Now, if you've got like I can see there's quite a big block there. Just use your finger to just wipe some of it away, but it'll give it an older look. And then if you've got time at home, you could put this in. You could put it in the fridge to cool it down, and then crack it.
Oh, okay.
And then it makes it look even older, like a glass, like they used to call it a glacier paper, and it's like a wax paper.
That crackle on top.
Now it won't
Sometimes
be.
You can go back in with your inks as well, can't you?
That's what.
It off, yeah,
perfect. Now it won't look as intense as that, but you'll start to see how that now.
It's a mere suggestion, I think, is one of your phrases, isn't it?
It is, but you can just see the edge now there. So,
nice.
And then just to come in close with this, you can see how those lines really lend itself to like the you know, the markings on a butterfly. You get all those little lines going round.
Yeah.
I just thought that was absolutely perfect.
Shows Mandala works alongside
it does.
as well.
And then what you can do, they've got a great little saying, but it's I used it and I can't remember where I put it, with love on just a little piece, but I'm just going to mount it all on here and just show you simple card. I mean, I've got tons more stuff to show you, but you could use your 3D gel pen, 3D foam on here. You can use anything, but I just think that with love there, and then just glue that down. And even though you think, well, I won't really see much of this, it won't matter, because it'll be the interest of when you're looking at it from a distance, you will see the glistening in the background, and that's, to me, that's far more interesting sometimes than having it really garish and in your face. And just offset that slightly, and you could just see elements.
Nice. And the edge there.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's not too much.
Yeah.
And if you've got an embossing pen, or I tell you what, quickie glue pens do it as well. Or a glaze pen, that'll give you the same effect.
Nice.
And then, to me, that'd be quite happy. You could turn it at a bit of a jaunty angle, but angle. But there you go. That's a really quick.
Ankles,
I don't know. But that's just one ink. Well, that's just one stamp. Die cut. 2 die cuts if you include the of course we
round
do.
die cut, and then from the 1 day special.
Yeah, and that's all it is.
Nice.
I really like that. It's so simple. You could carry on and put a border around the edge with the edge of that.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I've got tons more of these.
We'll come back and have a little look at those in a few months. I'll give you a little bit of a recap, and then we'll come back and join our lovely Lou for another demonstration in a few moments. But the website's the place to go. You will find everything that Lou's been working with. You'll also find the individual elements from the complete bundle. It might be that you just want to go for the 1 day special and one of those paper pack sets. You could do quite easily, but don't forget, with your 1 day special at $32.99 plus one of those paper packs takes it up to $42.99. You're pretty much doubling the cost of what you'd be paying if you're going for the complete bundle, because of course your 3 flexi buys brings that payment right the way down, and that's the key thing, and that's what StudioLight have done. Obviously we're looking at a beautiful collection here, complete collection as we spoke of, and it's gorgeous sweet flowers on this particular occasion. Lovely design, something a little bit different to what you might be expecting normally from a StudioLight, but I think it's a really welcome addition to their range. So we're looking at brand new stamps and dies, and we're looking at 2 different 1 day specials. First one being your butterflies. Now with your butterflies, you can see you've got all these beautiful elements here. You've got 7 stamps 17 dies. That is a lot in your bundle for $32.99. Got your butterflies as one of your options. So here you go, your butterflies, a really pretty design, as you can see with these. Gorgeous detail within there. So lend themselves to paper piecing potentially if you wanted to. Maybe you're going to create with those that particular way, or maybe you are going to be using some of the elements there to create beautiful cards, just like the ones that we've got here. Now, Lou spoke of using, oops, Daisy, don't rush, I've dropped one on the floor. Pick that one up. With these, Lou's created some lovely cards. She hasn't had as much time as she would have liked to get her finished samples together, but look at that, what a clever idea. Using that fabulous stitch detail there. Love the use of the hearts, like a scribble heart there, but that is just one stamp. That's all that she's used in there. So imagine the versatility that you are going to get with these. If you're wanting to create something more, so adding to it, using the sentiments, using the butterflies, that's a lovely idea, isn't it?
That's so simple.
Isn't that pretty? What a lovely idea, and I love the way that the colours have brought that together. Absolutely perfect. And again, using your butterflies option of your one-day special. So if you fancy getting hold of this one, then the details are on your screen. We are going to show you a second one-day special because we've got two options, and the second one being your mandala. And as you look at your mandalas, you'll notice those fabulous stamps there. The large stamps that we looked at just a few moments ago with the demonstration from Lou. So you've got your big mandala, and you've got a lovely little border that's going to work alongside this. To be honest, this is a really nice set again. Really pretty designs. Lots of content within here. So you're getting your stamps again, you're getting 8 of your stamps, but you're getting 16 dies, and some of those dies are huge dies. Now you've got your kind of foliage elements, as you can see here, a little tropical feel to some of those. You have got some dies that will work alongside them. Now they complement the actual foliage that we've just looked at, but they're not identical in size. So it's not one of those situations where you stamp and then you die cut. But I think that's nice because it can mean that you can build up a background or add to, I mean, this one again, really nice set. You've got lots of different elements within these. So you've got folding flowers and all sorts, but again here, just one stamp has been used. So the main focal image there using one stamp, but then the background building up the stamp, the design. Very effective, very effective. Little notelets as well. Look at this, little gift card potentially to go with a plant. Maybe somebody's moving into a new home. But then you've got the mandala. Now you've got the mandala obviously not only as a stamp, but also as that beautiful die. And then look at the stitch detail again here. What a clever way of actually getting those layers in place on your cardstock to stitch them. Really clever idea. And again, the stamps working alongside the dies. And this is where Lou was talking about that some of the dies, you have got the ability to actually lift the petals up. Can you see how those petals will lift away from the base there? Lots of scope with regards to this one. And again, that lovely stamp being used there, that mandala building up a really pretty backdrop to that card. £32.99. Saving £18 on this particular one-day special, being your mandala. £18 that you're saving on your second one-day special, as you can see there. So really good overall saving of £32 if you're going for both of those. But hang on to that saving, because the details at the bottom of the screen, you will continue to get that saving that we've just spoken of. But you'll also get additional savings with the likes of things like these paper packs. Now, these paper packs, they're double-sided, so you've got your 12 by 12s and you've also got your A4s. So you're going to get 4 of your 12 by 12s, 4 of your A4s, and they are double-sided, as you can see. They're all keeping that continuity, that gorgeous sweet flowers collection. We've also got some 6 by 6s that are going to complement these. So some of the designs are very similar, maybe a different size with regards to the print on these, but at £9.99 with a £3 saving, a very affordable way of getting hold of papers that are going to work with them. And we spoke earlier about how many of the elements that you've got within your one-day special, so things like that elongated hexagon, they're featuring within the papers, which means that they are going to lend themselves really, really well. That mandala, the stamp that we saw a few moments ago, there you go. That could be a design inspiration for you to actually stamp up your own background papers, incorporate your own colours with these. And you have got multiple repeats of each one of those as you work your way through. £9.99 will get you your 12 by 12s, your A4s, as well as your 6 by 6s. And that particular one is your Pretty Pinks paper collection at £9.99. £3 saving. Got another saving though with the next paper bundle, because you've got again your 12 by 12s, got your A4s, and you've got your 6 by 6s. And this one is your Greatest Greens. And again, double-sided, lots of elements within here. Even the cover sheet that you've got with your paper pad there, really usable sheet to hang on to, because you'll be die cutting little elements of that, out of that quite easily. You'll see you've got things like your wood effect there, your wood grain, the little elements that you can see there on the signage there. You actually got some of those die cut pieces in the complete collection if you are going for that. But the papers themselves, really nice papers. They're uncoated, so if you do want to add colour to them, that you can do. You can stamp onto these quite easily. Ink around the edges, give them a different look. Really nice papers within there. So you've got, I think it's three repeats or 4 repeats of each one of those. So that's a nice bundle. And again, a £3 saving, another £3 saving. So 371247 if you're wanting to get hold of those. But then the final little kind of jigsaw piece for your complete bundle is this set here. And this time you're looking at a pad of die cut elements. So again, you've got your cover sheet there, giving you just a little kind of snapshot of what you're going to find within there. You're also going to get the most incredible washi tape, and you will recognise from those washi tapes some of the papers that we've just been looking at. Things like the check that's featuring there, that gorgeous yellow there. Really nice design. So you're getting all 5, is it 5 within there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in there because you've got a narrow one as well, haven't you? Little sentiments on there. But then you've got your die cut elements as well. So your die cut elements, these are brilliant. You've got 2 repeats of each of these pages. So if you're doing your birthday cards, you've got a couple of those. You've got things like new birth, as you can see there. You've also got the mandalas. Again, the mandalas that we've seen, the foliage there, again from those stamps. Beautiful ideas that you've got within here. The wedding day again. Again, that scribble, the little heart there, the little kind of clip that we saw within the one day special. This is where, by going for the complete bundle, you're going to have all those elements, the butterflies that we just looked at, the flowers again. You could be stamping up a background using the stamps from your one day special and then using these as your die cut elements on top. You don't even need to get into the papers. I mean, obviously the papers are beautiful that you're going to have in your bundle as well, but when you've used those up, you're still going to be able to work with these because you won't have exhausted the stamps and the die cuts within your one day special. Again, these within the vases, we'll have seen those. Probably saw those in the stamps a few moments ago. Absolutely beautiful, and definitely the foliage that you've got there. You've got stamps and dies that are going to work alongside those quite easily. £9.99, again, a lovely little bundle there, and a £2 saving on this particular one. But you're still going to keep that £2 saving when you go for that complete collection, because the complete collection, you are getting loads within here. I mean, you're going right the way from those fabulous little washi tapes that we've got down there, all the way through to the far end. In fact, much further than my poor little arms will stretch, but you've got a wonderful collection there, and you've got an incredible saving. So you're saving with the one day specials, you're saving with the paper pads, you're saving with that bundle there with the die cut elements. In fact, you are saving £49. Let me break that down for you, because as a Freedom member, you are saving even more. Let me show you how, because of course you've got your Freedom saving, which is £9, plus your post and packing, £2.95. So you are saving £11.95, but that £11.95 is on top of the Freedom payment that obviously you're paying out for that one there. So you can see there, the combined price there is £95.95. Introductory offer as a Freedom member brings it down to £80.95. So you can see there that those two together make it a worthwhile investment and definitely worth becoming a Freedom member. That's why we call it a why not deal. So 554414 is the all-important item number. Now, if you're not a Freedom member already, then we have the lovely Janice who'll be able to explain to you how you become a Freedom member and what you will get for it.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
There you go. So why not come and join us and become a Freedom member? Saves you a fortune. I can speak for that. With the post and packing that I save over a month, it's amazing.
It does. Yeah. And it's that they're the hidden extras, right? Because I've fallen foul of this one. You think, oh, it's only that much, and then you forget. We forget about those prices.
Yeah. It popped a little sentiment in here. Is this from the washi tape?
Yeah, because I wanted to show you that sometimes I haven't got the stamp I need, but that on the washi tape just finishes it off.
Sweet.
So just offset a card, a blob of glue on it, and then it's, to me, that's, I think with any washi tape, always put an extra bit of glue on it, only because washi tape are not meant to be like super, like strong
adhesive, is it?
but that to me is just big enough for it, to be quite nice actually.
Big enough. Lots of sentiments on that.
You're so sweet. So and what I do like is the fact that if you get the right paper, you can just manipulate these and have them. Anyway, what I thought I'd do is get back to the box. Now this box, we've had these before. These are new to us because we haven't had this square. We've had the oblong and we've had the other one. Not this one. I can never remember whether it's an octagon and an hexagon.
It's the sides.
Yeah. So we've had the other one, not this one.
Hold on, this one, hexagon, because it's got
Hexagon.
6 sides.
Yes, the other one must have been an octagon. Anyway, this is the square. Now, I love this because this is just so handy. So these are the papers that you get, double-sided, and this die cuts out of it, and you get, I think, a strip big enough, not for the inside, but for some of your butterflies and all that to cut it out of. So that A4 page, you get your butterflies and
this is a StudioLight die, is it?
This is, yes, these should have been on the show today.
Oh, okay.
But they're not. So I'm just...
Oh, are they coming soon?
Yes.
Right.
They should have been on today, but it might be the stock levels. But anyways, just to show you.
The trouble is, at the moment, it's all crazy out there.
Yeah,
isn't it? You've got
they
to
said
shipping
about
and
this.
transferring stuff from country to country.
So what? Yeah, exactly. And it was a bit like unsure about what, but I wanted to go ahead with the demo.
Well, it's
just
nice
to show
because
you.
it make sure that we keep an eye open for when they do arrive.
And just to show you that the papers, now this is just the standard, bog standard, if I can say that word, grey card.
Okay.
But I wanted to show you how nice it goes with this. So, all I'm going to do is just fold it in. I'm not going to pay too much attention to. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have used this. I've only just realised when we've had a look. But these make fantastic sort of frames. But the 3D, and half the time I cannot get a 3D,
I'm not very good with the measuring and the cutting and the scoring and getting it all coming together. It looks a bit, well, it's a bit on the wonk, to be honest, by the time
mine's
I finished
always
it.
like that. But I have found with these that if it's too thick, the card, then it tends to sort of crack anyway. But with this, I found it was so simple that you can just get rid of that. But before you stick it down, I've cut this with the inside of it, and it just slips right in. Okay. Now, these dies are all made that if you just pop the 2 long sides in...
Oh, you kind of roll them in.
You roll them in, so that side of the...
Oh, that's clever.
That side there actually adheres to the paper.
Yeah.
So, normally we'd only get 3 of those sides, so it'd be that end that sticks to something on there. Well, with fingers crossed, half the time they don't. So, so just to show you now. So now, really, you only need to glue 2 sides and you've got a perfect square.
That's lovely, yeah.
But I just wanted to show you that the grey papers in the middle.
Greys are often a nice colour tone to work with because it blends really well with lots of other colours. So you could go bright with the grey and it still looks perfect, or you could go quite tonal and quite pastel with the grey and it still looks good. But don't you think we miss them? Don't you think we miss out on them because we think grey's grey? We think grey's grey and it's neither here nor there, but it's a nice blender.
Oh, you can get your warm greys and your cold greys.
Useful one in your sewing as well, that's where
the
I
neutrals,
use a lot of grey.
absolute neutrals. Yeah. So I really won't spend long. I should have realised, but like you say, with everything, this really is 2 weeks in front. Yeah. Shouldn't have been on, but we've had to sort of wiggle everything around.
But you might have a picture frame at home that is of this sort of keeping,
like
or maybe you've got some chalk paints that you could turn a picture frame into this colour tone, and it shows that those papers would work well sitting in there. So
that paper there is just all cut out of the same. I cut a whole stack together because the paper pads are all single-sided, which is really, to me, you don't mind them.
Are those the 6x6s?
Yeah, they're your 6x6s. So all I did was in there. So then I got another piece of black, and I got the circles, the dies we had on before. Now they will fit in there if you do it, but I liked this one. And just to show you that it fits in perfectly there. And all I've done, don't ask me what this is because I haven't got a clue. Don't ask me what this embossing folder is. All I wanted to do was just show you. So I'm just going to put a bit of texture in the back just to give it a bit of interest.
Lovely.
So that shape then fits in this. Like Hayley says, if you've got these frames and you could have the flat frames, they all work on top. I'm going to use the same effect again. Lovely. I'm just going to ink over with, I'm using antique linen. And this then will warm that grey up more.
There's a lot of texture on this. So is this an embossing folder?
This is just a really ancient embossing folder. I haven't got a clue. I can't remember what it's called. And it was just, you'll all have your own, or you could have a stamp that did that. You could stamp that and do the same. I mean, I could show it you and stamp. But just to say now, that has now warmed this grey up.
Yeah. Well, the mandala could sit in there quite
exactly.
easily. You could stamp onto the paper before you put it in place.
We could do that. We could stamp on that. I could even do one with it and just stamp right in the middle. And you could do that. I mean, you could take that out and put that one in. Yeah. And you've got your mandala in. But so you've got lots of options. These greys are so forgiving. There you go. That fits in there now. But what I wanted to show you was, I'll just put this in, and I wanted to show you with the colours. So here's the grey.
Okay.
And the yellow.
See, that looks lovely.
Right. Here's the grey and the pink.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
Straight away,
yeah.
It's really warmed it all up.
Yeah.
Again, if you just wanted that, and then just some of the die cuts.
Now, these are the little flowers. You were talking about the petals.
Absolutely.
So tell me about these petals, because the petals kind of, they cut, but they don't cut through completely.
So you've got an innie and an outie, so to speak, that they lift up like that. So if I just, you can push them from behind. So if you've got like a little, the end of a paintbrush or something, and just push them through. I tend to get my nail.
Just push them, pull them forward a little.
Yeah, and just pull them up. It's up to you, but these little box frames, you can get box frames like this from the yellow and blue place.
The yellow and blue shop, yeah.
And then you can keep these 3D, you see. So if I was to put that in there, like that.
Well, that's it, because it's not crushing the design, is it? Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is, that was just a little means to an end to show you. What I did was, I got the same here on this wonderful tidy desk. Is a tiny, I'll come to it in a minute. I know my other half was going, I thought you said you were going to be tidy. Oh, here it is. Right, out of this paper, I cut
the little jar.
The little jar out of it. So it's got a little slit in it. Now, this could be any colour paper that you want. This does not have to be this box or anything. Yeah. It doesn't have to be, it could be any colour. Just as long as you've got something that connects that to that.
Got you.
So, this little slit, and then what you can do is arrange your vase.
Okay.
So,
oh, you're feeding it clever.
Because you've got in there. Now, if you use a piece of acetate, you'll be able to see the inside.
It could almost be like a little jar with paint in it, or something like that, or a jar with sweets in,
anything
or
like
buttons,
that.
or
But I just wanted to show you that little frame like that, and you can start to do a bit of flower arranging. Now, Angela, love these, because these have got the ferns.
Now, is it Angela who's the designer behind
Yes.
it? I stood talking about the one day special and her name escaped me at the time.
Angela is the girl who worked with me on mine, and she's been a major part of this one. I know she drew a lot of these, so Angela, absolutely stunning. These are an amazing.
Oh, look
See,
at
I
that.
just I play around with these for ages
Yeah.
and think, well, and I'm going to show you a little trick I had there as well. So
Okay.
put them in there, and then you fiddle around. You might find that you only want that one and that one.
I'll just warn you, Lou, I don't know how we managed to get to this stage. We've got 3 minutes left.
Right, okay, right, all right.
It's
Well,
gone quick.
if I just, right, I'll just do this. But you'll get all sorts of different ways of trying yours.
Oh, look.
And then what I would do is just maybe have that, but what you can do is fold over so that some of your
That's clever, yes.
frond might come there. See, because at the moment, I've got it all pointing up. So
Yeah.
by folding it over, I've got a little bit of an edge coming down
That's
as well.
nice because you kind of manipulate it so it's just a nice kind of corner-to-corner sweep there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
nice
then
and balanced.
What I can do is a bit of the washi tape on the back or a
Yeah.
bit of glue, because otherwise it's quite difficult to
You
glue
could
it all
use any
down.
tape that you've
Yeah.
got, couldn't you?
I
Could
don't
just
like
do- yeah.
using this because I feel like
So
I'm wasting
pretty,
it.
yeah.
But you can, another thing you can do is have this on the jar to make it look like it's printed on.
Oh, that's a good point. You could have it wrapping right the way around and holding them in place.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
So you could have that. I mean, I'll show you what I mean by that. That looks quite contrived, doesn't it? It's like on. So just by doing that, and then if
Bit of
you've got,
flower arranging.
yeah, if you've got a bit of stickles. Now, if you've got bits sticking out like that, all you do is just chop them off.
Okay.
Now, what you can do is, even if this is a flat jar, it does not matter, because just to add a little bit more interest, find the end. I wish it was one of them really neat people who, when they do this, they go and then turn over the edge of this so they can always find the edge. I can never do that.
No, I
And-
must admit, I'm with you on that one, Lou.
No, mess about me. So I'm just going to put one little bit there. Now, you could go all the way round, or you could just do it like I'm going to do.
A lot of sentiments in that actual roll, though, haven't you, when you
Yeah.
look at it?
And I'm just going to put that one sentiment there. And I would get a jewel. You could put any sort of jewel
Yeah.
in there.
Just in the centre of your flower.
I like the way you can see the back, but what you can do, which is another little, you could cut two out and just have a colour behind that.
Very pretty.
So I'm just going to show you, that is now more or less done. And if you wanted to, it still works with craft card as well, but I
Very
won't
nice.
overpower it. But that's it, just done. That really
Thank
simple.
you. I like that. It's got a nice clean look to it.
Exactly. I thought it loaned
Yeah.
it, lended its, no, that's not the word.
That's it.
Lent itself to this style.
It did indeed. Now, we are going to be saying goodbye to you for the next few moments because we've got a bit of a break coming
yeah.
up, but we will be joining you the other side at the break, so do come back and join us for the second launch hour of our amazing one-day specials. Might be that you've got some goodies in your basket. This is a perfect opportunity for you to check those baskets out and come back and join myself and Lou straight after the break with even more demonstrations, even more inspiration and even more fun here at Hochanda. See you the other side of this.